Now, we are getting to know that locals in Dakshina Kannada have, of course, attacked forest and police vehicles who had come to region to capture a wild elephant that had recently killed two people. Now, stones were pelted at the jeeps that were parked, and locals were furious that despite repeated pleas, the forest officials did not pay heed earlier, that led to the loss of two lives. Furious locals are now attacking the forest officials in Dakshina Kannada area, and this is coming after the officials had come to capture a wild elephant that had recently killed two people in that particular area. So now locals were fuming, and they pelted stones at the jeeps that were parked there. They were furious that despite repeated pleas, the forest official did not pay heed earlier. That led to the ultimate loss of two lives. My colleague Deepak is joining us live on the broadcast to give us details on this. Deepak, now forest officials have been attacked in Dakshin Kannada, and at this point of time, they're of course reached the forest area to capture the elephant that had actually killed two people. But the locals were furious. They pelted stones at the jeep. So, give us the details as to what exactly had happened.
Well, whenever there's a man-animal conflict, we see that the locals taking out the anger on the forest officials. This is a classic example of that. We've seen it over the last couple of days. A wild elephant attacking, or rather getting into human habitation, and also led to a stampede of sorts where two people were killed after it was they were attacked by this a wild tusker. After that, of course, the locals have been quite furious because they've been informing the forest officials that there has been a concern with regard to this wild tusker entering their village. They say that the forest officials didn't pay heed. Yesterday, there was an operation that was carried out. The forest officials, along with the local police, arrived there near Sunkat they in Dakshina Kannada. They wanted to capture this elephant. They actually managed to do it. While the vehicles were parked, the locals were furious that all of this action is being taken only after the loss of two lives, and that's where they removed their anger by pelting stones on the jeeps of the forest range officials who had arrived there. We'll have to see whether the police will initiate any sort of action at this point in time. Another update is that they did manage to capture the elephant, and the tusker, of course, will be taken to a different location to ensure that no more problems arise for the locals in that particular area.